Welcome to Landrianica on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. As you can see, I am still in beautiful Palm Springs. Actually, it's Indian Wells in California. I'm going to have to move inside because I got a lot of backlighting here. So I just, believe it or not, I just came back from a 4-hour meditation with Joe Dispenza, and that's why I look like I just got out of bed, because I literally did, because I had to get up at, I was actually up about 2 o'clock this morning, and we started our meditation at 4, and it's now 8:30. So I'm just now having my coffee. Let's go get my coffee, because you know I gotta have my coffee. I want to share something with you that I thought was really interesting, and I'm going to start having my own events, so I wanted to share this with you, and that is that by observing this 750 people that I've been with for several days now, it's become extremely apparent that there are some basic traits with these kind of groups. First of all, they all assume they're amongst other enlightened beings, and they're all shocked to find out that everybody's coming here with problems and issues. But they're seekers, and I shared that with you in another video. But I have to tell you, I gotta take a sip. And I want you to think about this, because I see this happening with a lot of us. And that is, we separate spirituality from our daily lives. And I find these people, these spiritual people, are basically, stepping outside of that meditation and misbehaving. And I mean misbehaving. I mean, these guys are like, if you're in their way, or if they, they get crabby or something, they go, we're, love and kisses, and then, let's get some pretty background in here. Love and kisses, and then what happens is then they go to get in line for their coffee and stuff, and they're getting crabby with each other. And it's almost like we think of them as two separate things, like, I'm on my spiritual journey, and then they don't use it and apply it to everything. Like when you step out of that meditation, the first thing you should be is mindful of everything. But I saw this whole switch happening, and all of a sudden people were, pushing in lines and getting, like I said, crabby or impatient with each other. And I thought, we haven't learned a damn thing. We have not learned a damn thing. So, and I see it happening with many of you. You'll watch a video, and then in that same comment, you'll go off on somebody or complain or whatever, not realizing that that video was about your opportunity to apply what I'm giving you, the tools I'm giving you, to that situation. And I know y'all mean well. I really do. And I didn't say y'all, did I? I swore I'd never do that. But I think there has to be more thought in our actions. And I'm not a big person on thinking, but the bottom line is that this is probably a big mistake to do the backlight here. But you're going to have to start thinking about what you're saying, what you're doing, and applying it to every single moment. Everything is about our actions and our thoughts and our beliefs and our state of mind. Everything is about that. Every moment of the day. It's not about, deciding who God is or what God is, or, if there are aliens or not. We don't have those answers anyways. Well, we do about aliens. But the bottom line is, and I'm trying to get this across, is It's about how we're behaving every single split second. That means you should go after the life you want. You should not be waiting. You should not blame other people for your anything that's stopping you from doing that. That's another scapegoat. You know, I can't do this or that because so and so didn't encourage me or whatever. We've all had those issues, and I stood there and listened to all the stories. Everybody had a story, and everybody thinks that their story is, you know, worse than the next person's. And I spoke to a gal, she was next to me, and she said that she was very, very ill and had spontaneous healing, but she did it with ayahuasca. I don't know if you know what that is. That's that like mind-opening drug, and it has to be prepared by a shaman and stuff, and it can apparently be very dangerous. I don't really know much about it, but she did it, and she was healed. And she said that she was revealed a few things during that experience, and that she saw all of humanity, and she saw all of the issues, and she said it's a total human problem that everyone shares and experiences it. So, in other words, her situation was not special, that everybody was dealing with some level of humanity's challenges. And we all just have a different story, but we're all dealing with it. So there's nobody out there, there's no one on the end of this camera that has a better or worse story. We're all dealing with being human on this planet. It's very challenging. And I gotta tell you, it was, and I think a lot of people at this retreat are feeling the same way. It's like, wow, people are screwed up. They're here because they're screwed up, and I'm here to, you know, continually expand and find new. I love his meditation. I really enjoyed it, and continually improve myself. And there's no story for me. You know, people will ask you your story. Of course, you're going to tell who the personality you are that's experienced, you know, life here, but these people are carrying the story around. They continue to carry the story around. So can you let the story go and realize that you're no worse off than anybody else here. You just have a different experience, and you cannot leave that spirituality here and then walk over here and complain or limit yourself. And you know I'm big on that. Do not limit yourself. There's always a way to live that life you want to live. And if you're not, you are absolutely 100% in charge and responsible. 100%. Nobody can do that for you. We can give you the tools. We can talk to you all day long. If you do not implement it, and implementing is working every day to get that energy level up, because when you get that frequency up, you are connecting to total manifestation. I wanted to manifest something. We all manifested something. I got it within an hour. Within an hour, I walked out and found something I was manifesting at the pool. That's unusual. It's not something that anybody can find. In fact, I don't think I've found this in like a couple years. So I want to share that with you. Why? Because we're hitting really super high levels of frequency here. When you connect to that, everything just shows up. It's no big deal. Yet we're separating all of this stuff over here, being human, and then the spirituality over here. They are all one thing, and they're connected. And when you take that spirituality and you take it out that door, wherever you meditate, and into that world you live in, that's when awesome stuff happens. And that's this whole week is just nonstop. So 4 hours of meditation. We're taking an hour break, and we're going back in for several more hours of meditation. And then we're going to break for lunch and come back and meditate again for a couple of hours. We're meditating like crazy, crazy long hours. What's that do? It keeps breaking you down, forcing you to connect. So when you walk out the door and you're feeling all blissful, and then somebody gets cuts in your coffee line, and you get all crabby, you totally miss the point, right? You have got to implement that in everyday life, and that means we've got to be kind to each other, forgiving, stop blaming, taking responsibility for this experience, using it in the best possible way. This is your gift. It's a tough one. It's your challenge, but you can use it as a gift to be something really awesome. I don't want you to miss that moment of greatness. I'm going to do a video on that. But please don't take this spirituality here, and say all these beautiful things, and then go over here and, bitch about your family or your boss or your spouse or whatever else that you chose. You chose, right? Sorry. This is a direct result of our decisions that we've made. So we need to work through the problems that we created and then stop doing it and go to that higher frequency and start looking at life completely different. And when you get in that line and you go, oh, somebody just cut me off. I did it. I did it to somebody yesterday. They went in front of me and I said, hey, oh no, she was trying to get in. And I said, please get in front of me. I said, I'm not in a hurry. And her defenses went down. And I thought, who cares if somebody, gets in front of me? And don't think I don't have those thoughts too, that was rude. But instead of me striking out with those thoughts, I thought, there you go. There's that, individual thing of having to be in that line and getting as if 30 seconds was going to make a difference in anybody's life, getting in the line quicker. No, I had to sit with it and say, okay, how are you going to handle this? How can you do it in a kind way? And I did it. So that takes constant maintenance. When you're meditating, you're just sitting there by yourself, right? With your own thoughts. That's bad enough. But when you go out there, you got to bring that with you. Bring it with you. That's the only way we're going to change this world. You will start manifesting a beautiful life. But if you're separating those two, it's never going to happen. It's impossible. Because you're still on that lower frequency. Meditate, meditate, meditate every day. Raise that frequency. Bring that energy out into the real world. And next time somebody cuts you off, instead of yelling at them, catch yourself and say, ooh, why was I feeling that? Typical reaction. Don't overanalyze it and just say, that's an old habit. I'm going to break that habit. I'm making a new choice. I love new choices versus fighting anything. I hope this was helpful because it was, I think it's very insightful for me because I'm going to start doing some events and it's really good for me to see what's going on out in the audience. And I think everybody felt the same way, that they were really shocked at the density that's there once those doors open and we go back out into the hotel. All right, I love you guys. Did you say your mantra? First of all, did you send light and love out to the universe? Did you send it out? It counts. It counts. Fact, quantum physics, they've done studies on it. We're actually monitoring the rooms here. They've got heart monitors. They're monitoring the energy of the room, which actually starts to appear before we even get in the room. The energy levels go up. Isn't that amazing? Because there's no such thing as time, right? So send that light and love out to the universe. It affects all of us. And then say your mantra. Where did we get that? Master Key System. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. And then I always thank the universe, thank God, for all the beautiful gifts, for all the beauty of this world. Here, I'm going to show you this. Hopefully, it's not going to be too dirty through my window. For all the beautiful, beautiful gifts that we have. Look at this. Look at this planet that we have. How beautiful is this? Not everybody gets planets this gorgeous. And we've got it here. Are you going to go visit it? Love it? Take care of it? Don't throw your garbage on it? Respect what's on it, including all the animals and all the other people. All right. Sorry. Love you guys. I'm going to go put some makeup on. Probably should have done it for the video. Going to put some makeup on, have my coffee and my breakfast, go back down there and meditate with Dr. Joe Dispenza for another few hours. Take care and namaste.